Guys, I unmuted everyone and on demand, I'm going to mute actually. Yes, because it's a big group is there. I unmuted intentionally and I'm going to give an option whenever we are going to speak because it's online session. I sincerely request a support from everyone. Okay, right. So warm welcome to everyone to this particular demo session. Definitely you are going to enjoy these 3 demo sessions with a good content. It's my promise to everyone. I'm going to cover a good content as part of the 3 demo sessions. Okay, so let me introduce a 2 minutes from my side. My name is Vijay Kumar. I'm working as an architect for a company, and morning 2 sessions and evening 2 sessions. I am working with Naresh Shetty, and remaining timings I'm with my real office works. Okay, this is what my simple profile. Currently engaged with Naresh Shetty with respect to Spring Boot and microservices and Angular, React, full stack. These are the courses which I will teach through Naresh Shetty. So professional experience through MNCs and teaching experience with Naresh Shetty. This is my simple introduction about myself. Okay, so if you have any questions, clarifications, suggestions, or anything, my email ID is mentioned in the slide. Please reach out to that email ID and I'm going to reply to you on each and every email. I'm going to reply to you. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to create a Hangouts group with the participants whoever is joined. Okay, so we are going to publish a YouTube link with the recorded session of the 3 demo sessions, and everyone will get the recorded session. Whoever is joined my session, everyone will get the recording things. So YouTube link will be provided where you are going to get a free YouTube link. Okay, right. I'm going to provide everything, guys. You no need to ask the questions. I know what questions are there. I'm going to provide everything. Okay, right. So first of all, the agenda. Spring Boot and microservices. So total demo session. Demo, I'm sorry. Demo 1 is just I'm going to cover course content, comma, introduction to Spring Boot. Course content as well as introduction to Spring Boot. This is demo 1. Demo 2, Spring versus Spring Boot. Demo 3, what is microservices and why they are popular. So depends on the class how it goes. It may go with the demo 3 sessions or demo 4 also it may possible. This is what the agenda. So what I am going to cover as part of the demo class is why Spring Boot when I have lot of frameworks in IT world. When I have lot of frameworks in IT world, why I need to choose Spring Boot. And what is really a microservice? For the last 4 years, I'm keep on hearing microservices, microservices, microservices. What exactly a microservice? Today, if you go to any job portal from 2 years experience to 20 years experience, 2 years experience to 20 years experience. If you go to any job portal, definitely microservices will be there. Why that much popular with microservices? Complete introduction about Spring Boot, complete introduction about microservices, and the relation to Spring Boot and microservices will be part of my demo class. So the demo will cover you why Spring Boot, why microservices, what is the relation between Spring Boot and microservices. So that entire infrastructure or the entire introduction as part of demo. So if anyone goes for interview, he may ask, do you know Spring Boot and microservices? Maybe you'll give some idea. Hey, tell me, man, first point, why I need to choose Spring Boot? Why I need to choose microservices architecture? Why I'm going to do that? So this is the things we are going to get as part of our demo class. Okay, right. I hope I'm going to give an opportunity to speak everyone. Okay, within 15 minutes I'll speak, then I'll give a chance to you, and 15 minutes I'm going to speak, so that we are going to have a collaborative discussion. Okay, now there are a lot of questions which are asked to me in the chat window. Already I prepared a slide for that. I'm going to cover those. This is my 12th batch with Naresh Shetty on Spring Boot. 9 questions I covered so far. What are the most asked questions in the previous 11 batches? What are the most asked questions to me? I have covered here. First, let me explain them. Then I'm going to give an opportunity to you to speak. If your question is not part of this, you can speak, guys. Okay. Yes. The overall thing is, this batch is for NASCOM or not. I'll get a confirmation from tomorrow. I'll give you a confirmation on tomorrow. Is it NASCOM participants are allowed or not? I'm going to update you tomorrow. Okay. First, the first question is, sir, just now I completed advanced Java. I don't know Spring, but can I learn Spring Boot? This is the first question you may have. Or I don't know Spring, or I don't know JPA or Hibernate. I don't know REST services. Can I learn Spring Boot? Obviously, you may not learn, but I'm sincerely suggesting to join my batch, because I'm going to cover the basics of Spring, which is required for Spring Boot, the basics of Hibernate, which is required for Spring Boot, the basics of REST services, JAX RS, which is required for Spring Boot. So as per my knowledge, the prerequisites for this course is, this is the prerequisites: core Java and advanced Java. Sir, I don't know core Java, I don't know advanced Java, then don't join, sir. It's a humble request. If you don't know core Java, if you don't know advanced Java, don't join. Core Java and advanced Java. Advanced Java, what I need here? Multi-threading, little bit knowledge on multi-threading. You should not be expert in threading, and JDBC. Core Java, advanced Java with multi-threading and JDBC, which is mandatory, which are in red color are mandatory. Knowledge on ORM frameworks, knowledge on REST services, knowledge Spring Basics core layer. But the other important thing is learning zeal and passion. What is learning zeal? Is nothing but, sir, I want to learn this course. The seriousness will be there till the last class. It's not that. So I observed one pattern with Naresh Shetty, and not only, I'm not sure with everyone. Okay, the class will start with 80 to 90 participants, and within 3 weeks it will jump to 90, and within again 4 weeks it will jump to 60. Finally, at the end of the session, 20 or 15 guys will be there. I don't know. If you don't have a patience to listen to the classes, then don't join this course. Lot of people will tell me, sir, I'm busy, sir. I am working employee. I don't, I'm sometimes I will join, sometimes I will not join. It's my humble recommendation, sincere recommendation to everyone. Daily, if you have 1 hour 30 minutes, if you have a time out of 24 hours, if you have a 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour is listening to my class daily, 30 minutes is for practicing the class. 1 hour is listening to me, 30 minutes is for practicing. Maybe, sir, I'm a working employee. I'll practice all examples in weekend. That's also fine. At least if that is the case, 1 hour you should have a time. And simply joining the course and telling I'm busy, I keep on hearing. If you are busy, don't join this course. That is what my important preference is. Learning zeal. You should have that zeal. Yes, I want to learn. Then only join the course. The duration will be 60 classes, which is a minimum number. It may goes to 70 or 80. Depends on how the class is going. Okay. This is the prerequisites. So on the first point, yes, I can recommend, if you know the prerequisites, you can join my batch. This is for my batch. Okay. Next, are we going to cover real-time examples in this course? Yes, sir. Real-time examples like banking example, stock market example, ticket booking example, and a CRUD, generally company related CRUD operations. Every scenario is a real-time scenario. Sir, what is the use real-time scenario? In interview, some person may ask, did you use JWT security in your Spring Boot? Definitely you will tell, yes, I used JWT. Can you tell me which scenario you have used in your project? Do you use Eureka registry? And which scenario you have used Eureka registry? So you should able to answer this question in a real-time perspective on what kind of project you worked and what is the situation demanded in your project to get that particular scenario. If you're able to answer his question, then only you will be in. Otherwise, you cannot be in. So at the same time, you need to understand what is the content and where we need to use that content and which topic, which context we need to use in our real-time project. That is also important here. That's why, are we going to cover real-time scenarios in this course? Yes, I'm going to cover real-time scenarios in this course. Okay. Guys, I sincerely request, I'm going to give an option for you because I cannot see the chat window and I cannot see here, but I'm going to answer to all your questions. Okay. Will this course will help me in getting a job for interview? 99% I can guarantee, sir. I cannot guarantee 100%, but 99% I can guarantee, but not to all the people who joined to course. I'm not going to guarantee to all who are subscribed to my course. I can guarantee them who will be there in my all classes. 90 to 95% attendance is there. Who will be practicing my contents and my course, whatever I'm teaching, who are continuously practicing. To those, I'll give 100%, 99% guarantee, not 100%. 99% of chances I can give. The reason is my experience is 14 and somehow my luck or unluck, I don't know. At the age of, at the experience of 5+ only, my company gave me an opportunity to take interviews in my company. Almost 8 to 9 years of experience only on taking interviews. Only on taking interviews. I have 8 to 9 years of experience only on taking an interviews. On an average, I interviewed totally 3,000+ members till now. So definitely I had a lot of exposure on interviews. That exposure will help you in getting a job. So overall, My success rate is 95% of my success rate. When concerned with what? Till now I have taken 12 batches. 95% of the people who are in my 12 batches are able to get their jobs. But not to everyone. The one who attend daily classes, 90 to 95% of attendance should be there, and who should practice the course on a daily basis or on a weekly basis based on your availability. Okay. Yes. Can we propose any new topic if it is missed in the course content? I'm going to give a course content in the next slide, and you can see, you can compare, you check with your friends, you check with your relatives, you check with your lead or manager, whoever. Sir, this is the course which is given from Naresh Shetty. Anything do I need to learn? If at all, if any suggestions are going to come, I'll take them and I will add to the course. Okay, right. Are we going to cover advanced security concepts like JWT and OAuth? Security is the topic which is a very, very, very important topic, guys. Except security, 80 to 90% of the people will answer the questions in the interviews. Only security is the topic which is mainly difficult for those who will answer security questions. They will be in. That is a major important rigid factor in interviews. Security. Only security I will teach 15 to 20 classes. Minimum is 15, maximum is 25. Only security, that much classes I will take. That's why I'm telling that 99% job guarantee I'm going to give you, because I'm going to stress important topics. Definitely that will give an edge for you to get an interview and get the job. Are we going to cover Angular integration with Spring Boot? Generally, this is the middleware, can be plugged with any kind of front end, Angular or React or Node.js or Java or .NET or any front end, PHP. So I'll give you some kind of overview with Angular, but I'm not going to teach Angular, guys. This course is purely I'm really sorry, and this course is really Spring Boot course. Okay. Yeah. Any Docker introduction with Spring Boot? I'm going to give small introduction about Docker, but not DevOps complete Dockers. Kubernetes, Docker Swarm, Docker Compose, Docker containerization, Docker scaling, all those are not part of the course. They are part of DevOps course. But how we can create a Spring Boot with Docker, how we can deploy a Spring Boot by Dockerizing, containerizing, that I'm going to discuss. Do we get a real-time scenario on microservices with Eureka registry, Zool proxy, gateway, circuit breaker, or event-driven architecture? Yes, in every microservices concept, I'm going to give a real-time scenario. And ELK stack, yes, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. I'm going to give an overview on that. Okay, so these are the top questions are asked to me in my previous batches. Okay, and this is what my course content. I'm going to give the course content in the Hangouts group also. I'm going to create a Hangouts group. I'm going to ask you to join to the group, and I'm going to share this particular course content. Okay. Yeah. Now, guys, I am unmuting everyone. Kindly make sure one by one if you have any questions. Yeah. Before that, the class timings are 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Only 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily 1 hour, Monday to Saturday. There is no class on Sunday. Monday to Saturday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. No class on Sunday. Okay, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. The duration of the course is 60 minimum. It may goes to 70 also, depends on the how the class going on. Okay. Yes, I have given an option to speak, guys. One by one you can I told NASCAM students I'm going to update tomorrow. I'm going to update on NASCAM students tomorrow. Yes, Akshay.
Hi, sir. Akshay this side. Actually, I have a question. Will you provide notes for each and everything, whatever we're going to teach?
Yes, good. Sorry, that only I missed here. I'm going to take. Okay. So daily you are going to get notes, running notes, as well as the code which I typed in the classroom, and the slides which I'm covering. You are going to get an email on a daily basis. And also there are two variants on this course. One variant is only attending live sessions. Another thing is, sir, I'm a real-time employee. Sometimes I may miss a classes. Is there any way I can get my class? You need to subscribe for recordings. That is additional where our admin will get back to you with the details. Two variants to join this course, with videos, without videos. But running notes, slides, as well as code. These three things we're going to get to your email on a daily basis. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Sudarshan, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. What is the difference between a NASCOM student or another non-NASCOM student?
I don't know, sir, that one. Please, I don't know what is that NASCAM and all those things. I think maybe I'll get I'm because I'm not completely full-time faculty to narrate, full-time employee to narration. I don't know that NASCAM. Kindly, tomorrow I'll get back to you on that. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, actually, I'm doing advanced.
Yaqub Pasha, there is a big disturbance from your end.
Sir, I'm doing advanced Java, sir. Servlet operating is completed. Just now they started JDBC. Two classes completed for JDBC. Is I'm eligible for this?
That's
course?
fine. That's fine. You can join. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Sanat.
Sir, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, actually, I'm a software engineer, sir, and I know core Java. And my advanced coming to advanced Java, I know about servlets, and I have created one CRUD API. That's that is my knowledge as of now. So, is that enough for advanced Java topic, or should I have to learn anything?
No need. That's fine.
And,
I'm sorry. Yeah, that is fine, sir.
What else will be good, sir? So that I can practice on your diary.
Attending classes, that's more than sufficient. Okay. Yep. Sachin.
Yes, sir. So actually, I have one question. Like as you mentioned that we have like two options. One, like we can go with recording sessions, and the one is like without recording. So let's suppose I will choose the without recording session, and out of 60 hours classes, let's suppose if I miss only 1 hour or 2 hours, like once or twice.
We cannot get 1 or 2 classes, sir. Okay. You need to subscribe. There is no option to 1 class, 2 class. We cannot get. Okay. Yes, guys, kindly please raise a hand. I can unmute them because it's a Sai Ganesh. Go ahead. Yeah. Someone. Yeah, Sai Ganesh, you can go ahead. I think I'm Praveen Kumar.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Please.
This is Praveen. Sir, actually, I'm from my mechanical background, sir. I learned about the core Java, but I do not know about the advanced Java. So, but
JDBC, you need to aware, sir. JDBC is the concept. That is the only thing. Okay.
Right. Okay, that means I can search from the Google and then I can study myself.
Yeah. Yes. You can study there and you can use it. It's a small topic only. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Prateek Verma.
Yeah. Hi, sir. So just one thing I wanted to know, like in core Java, I'm certified, but for advanced Java, do I need to know like servlets and all?
No need, sir. Just I told, right? Multi-threading little bit idea and JDBC little bit. That's it.
Okay.
So no need to worry. First of all, core Java is mandatory in advanced Java also. Sai Ganesh, can you go on mute, guys, please? When you are attending online session, you need to make sure that you should not cause disturbance. Please. It's a live training, right? You should not join in a group. You should be in a separate room. Okay. Please kindly maintain that. Yes. So core Java mandatory. Advanced Java, you no need to know completely. Just like threading concepts, minimum knowledge and JDBC. That's it. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. Yes, Sai Ganesh, go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
From Sai Ganesh Nellore.
Please.
Sir, I am preparing C language and C++ and Java. Sir, I am studying MCA to just prepare core Java and JDBC basic knowledge. Explain.
That's fine, right? Just now I told you, right? Please don't ask the same questions again and again, sir. You need to have a core Java and advanced Java. That's it. That's more than sufficient. Okay. Please.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question you have?
Sir, can I see
Yeah.
Spring
Oh, sir.
Spring syllabus, sir? Only Spring.
It's not a Spring Boot, sir. It's a Spring Boot course. It's not a Spring.
You told that Spring also going to
Which
cover.
is required for Spring Boot.
Okay, I
Complete
mean
like
basics.
basics of Spring, which is required for Spring Boot. Okay, sir.
Okay, after teaching basics, you will teach Spring Boot.
Sir, how I will teach? It's my wish, sir. Okay.
No, I want to know.
I'm telling you, right?
Clear.
While teaching Spring Boot itself, I'm going to cover. It's not that first 1 week Spring sessions. It's not first 1 week like that. Okay. Because I have only hardly 60 to 70 classes and have almost 60 topics are there. So I cannot waste the time only. But while teaching Spring Boot itself, I'm going to teach Spring. Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay, guys.
GitHub talk.
Yakub, can you please give option to others also, please?
Sir, 1 second, sir. GitHub tool, sir. GitHub.
GitHub is a tool which is not part of why it's a GitHub. It's only a code, something like where you will push a code and you will get a code, right? So I'm not going to give GitHub here. This is not a Spring DevOps course. Okay. Right.
Actually, previous batch I attended demo. They mentioned GitHub also, so I am asking that.
First of all, GitHub is not a Spring Boot. Any code you need to push, it's a source control. GitHub is a source control. Okay. GitHub is a source control. In real time, you will use GitHub and you'll push a code and you'll get a code and you'll use the code. Okay. So that is nothing related, but I can give you an idea. It's not really required for Spring Boot. Okay. Yes, guys. I think there is still a lot of questions are there.
Yeah.
Please kindly don't ask the same questions and again. Don't waste the time. It's a humble request. Ram, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Here I saw the course content HTTPS and SSL and TLS.
Correct.
Are we discussing any certificate creation and communication like that?
Yes. It's a self-signed certificate.
Yeah. In this course, we are covering the creating the certificate and communication between the services, right?
Correct.
And here also there is a Spring JP with annotation. In that we are covering the entire relationships.
Entire. Not entire, many to many. If I cover many to many, everything will be covered as part of that.
And one more thing is, are we covering any Kubernetes related topics in this course?
No. Only Docker introduction.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Any others?
Yes, sir. So at 4th point, like we have advantage and disadvantage. So this is like related to microservices. Right?
Correct. Microservices. Yes.
And we will also learn like how to create the microservices.
Yeah, that is a part of the course, right?
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I am a real-time employee because I am working on L1 support. So I have got offer for another company with Java developer, but real-time scenarios, how real-time in industry Java project is handling, those things will be explained.
That's what I told, right? Every scenario I'm going to have a real-time scenario, I told, right? Yes.
Okay.
Is there? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Please
sir,
go ahead.
Actually, sir, I'm doing non-technical job, but now I want to switch non-technical to technical. It is possible to switch?
It's up to how you do hard work. I mean, sir, it's a hypothetical scenario where I cannot answer. If you do hard work sufficiently, you can get it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm stopping.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, this is Topic here. So I am having 10 plus years of experience in working in the multiple MNCs. So mostly I worked on all the core Java, advanced Java like REST API, Hibernate, Spring and all. So, but I'm new to the microservices. So my expectation is at the end of this course, will I be? Shall I be able to work on microservices, and shall I be? Can I be able to deploy the applications using Docker and all at the end of that course?
Yes. So good point here. First of all, Docker is a DevOps content. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a DevOps content. Pragati, please, can you go on mute? Guys, someone who is on train, please make sure you unmute, guys. Okay, thank you. So yeah, this is a DevOps course, that is a Docker. Okay. Now I can explain how to create a microservice application. Okay. End to end, you are going to know how to create a microservice application and how you can deploy. Okay. Containerization of microservices is just, I'm going to explain a simple example on Spring Boot, how to make a Docker. With that knowledge, you can easily do that. But in that, we have a component to component communication, Docker communication, and Docker orchestration, Docker compose. Those are parts of DevOps course. Okay.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes.
Yeah. So
80% you will get. 20%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my expectation is from at least from developers' point of view, whatever the rule,
you will get
will be covered, right?
That's a minimum rule, right? When you are taking a course, you need to get a minimum. There's a minimum common sense, right? Yes, you are going to get it. Okay.
And are we covering Swagger API?
Yes, we are covering.
Okay, and so the last one, sir, just last one point. I think it will be good if you cover the Kubernetes as well.
Sir, I know, but only to cover Kubernetes, it will take 10 to 12 classes, sir. It's not that simple thing. Okay. As I mentioned, it's a DevOps. If you want to cover Kubernetes, you can go to join DevOps course. There is an Naresh IT DevOps course is there, where Kubernetes, Docker Swarm, Docker Compose, everything will be there. It's a part of the stack. So coming to Java, can you teach .NET also, something like, so that's way, that's what I feel. Okay, please. Okay, can we, please, if you don't mind, I need to give an option because I need to teach. Please.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I need to teach. It's not that it's not a brainstorming session. Kindly understand, Tawfiq. Okay, please. I'm going to stop everyone, guys. At least I need to teach, guys. Today, the only question and answers is not a good. Okay, please don't mind. If you have any questions, kindly drop an email to me. I unmuted everyone. This is my email ID. You can reach out to me on anything. Okay, guys, I almost gave a 20 to 20 minutes of time only for getting the questions. Kindly, it's my humble request. Please don't mind. And yes, I'm going to take all the questions. I'm going to reply to. If you feel that, if at all, if your question is very, very important, but I am not able to answer to your question, kindly drop an email. I'm going to reply you, or else tomorrow, day after tomorrow also I can take the questions. Okay, the only intention is I need to teach. This is a demo one, right? I need to teach something, right? Okay, right. Thank you, guys. I intentionally unmuted everyone because a lot of disturbances. I think a minimum common sense should be there for every participant when attending online session. So I'm really sorry, but please, I unmuted everyone, and I'm going to, please raise a hand. On demand, I can unmute that particular participant only. Okay, right. Now the first content which I'm going to teach is why Spring Boot. That's the first content which I'm going to teach. Okay, so what frameworks we have in Java technology before Spring Boot? Definitely before Spring Boot, Spring is there, right, sir? But I want to go before Spring also, because I want to know complete things. Before Spring Boot, Spring is there, but before Spring, what is there? Why I need to do that? Because I need, whenever I am taking any new course or a new technology, why I need to learn that technology? What are the strengths in that technology? I need to know. When I'll come to know the strengths of the technology, if I know the weaknesses or the limitations of the prior technologies, Then only I'll come to the strengths of this particular technology. Okay, so what frameworks we have in Java side before Spring and Spring Boot is nothing but we have EJB and RMI. Yes, someone talking and a struts. Struts is a UI related, right? I want end-to-end solution. Struts is only UI. Okay, sir. It's not a end-to-end solution. Okay. Sir, I'm not Oracle faculty, sir. I'm not Oracle faculty. I don't know who is that. My content is only Spring. I mean Spring Boot and this UI technologies like Java, JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, React. These are my things. I don't know. Maybe yeah. I hope one more faculty with the same my name is already there with Naresh Shetty. Maybe I don't know. Is that faculty is teaching that? Okay, fine. Right. EJB and RMI. These are the two frameworks available in Java. End to end, I'm talking. Struts is only UI. I cannot develop middleware. That's the intention behind that. Okay. So EJB as well as RMI. These are the two technologies where we have that. Okay, right. Now we need to see the limitations of EJB as well as RMI. EJB and RMI limitations. What is the limitations is? Anyone worked on EJB and RMI? Guys, who are raised hands, can you please lower the hands? Because I don't know who are asking the questions on the current context and the previous context also. Okay. Yes, thank you. I raise. Okay, now if you have any questions, you can raise a hand on the current topic. Okay, so the limitations of EJB and RMI are nothing but who worked on these frameworks, you will come to know. The biggest problem with Java in EJB and RMI is whenever we deploy our application or whenever I choose EJB as well as RMI as a technology or as a framework in developing Java application, first few days application will work like a charm. It's fast. When days are going, then application performance slowly decrease. It will decrease slowly. After few days, a drastic decrease in the performance. And finally, one day, it will be stopped. This is the major problem with EJB and RMI. So whenever we deploy any application, whenever we use either EJB as well as RMI as one of the technology option, if we use that, so initial couple of days application will be very, very fast. But when days are going off, when application is, lot of people are accessing that application, immediately the performance will be degraded. And at one point of time, it may reach to a threshold level where it will exhaust or it will completely will be in the down stage. Only the option is at that time, we need to rebounce or recycle our Tomcat or WebLogic or our JBoss, whatever the server we are using. We need to restart our services. Then again, application will be on track. So whenever we have a problem, start and stop. This is a normal tendency, right? Stop and start. So that is the alternative for EJB and RMI. This is the biggest problem of that particular EJB as well as RMI. Okay, the root cause of the problem is poor garbage collection. This is the root cause of the problem. What is the problem here? Poor garbage collection. What is a garbage collection? What is a garbage means? Whatever the garbage in our real day-to-day life, right? Wastage, right? Waste material, which will not use. That is called as a garbage in our daily day-to-day life, right? In IT world, what is a garbage? Unused references, unused variables and unused data structures. All these are garbages for me. Unused references like heap references, heap memory, right? Unused variables on stack memory, unused data structures like array list, map, hash map, and connection object, file pointers objects, stream objects, IO stream. All these are unused data structures which are occupying high memory. So usually these to be collected by the garbage collector. Correct, right? For example, if I am writing, okay, employee emp is equal to new employee, correct? And this emp object to be collected by the garbage. Am I right? I am going to create that, but this emp object, the reference of emp, which is having a reference to employee class, to be collected by the garbage. Sir, Java has having a efficient garbage collection, right? Mark, sweep, compact, Eden space, old generation, survivor space, all these concepts are there, right? So definitely it will collect, right? There is a problem here. Why it is going to happen is nothing but framework was not able to identify. Which framework? EJB and RMI. These frameworks are not able to identify, is it really unused reference? Is it really a unused variable? Is it really unused data structures? Where framework is not able to identify efficiently. Understand, right? Why framework need to identify? Where garbage collection algorithm always depends on, is this employee object to be used by how many people? No one. And it will not clear immediately. It will keep some more time. Again, it will be going to survivor space. And if it is still being used by anyone, it will move to old generation. There is a different techniques in garbage collection. So EJB and RMI are the frameworks were not able to identify the Java data structures, Java variables, Java references. They were not able to communicate effectively with garbage collection algorithm, where entire garbage will be collected into the memory. When in the initial days, no memory, right? No one will use, right? When people started accessing those applications, slowly unused references, unused variables, unused data structures are there. Slowly they will pile up. Slowly they will pile up. Correct, right? For example, if I'm taking a new house, on the day one, it's very good. Slowly, if I'm not cleaning that house, in the initial few days, some garbage will come. If I'm not able to clean that garbage, what happens here? Slowly it will piles up, slowly it will piles up, slowly it will piles up. At day one, you cannot stay in the house. Similar problem is with this kind of framework. Okay, so whenever I say employee emp is equal to new employee, where developer is creating an object, he has to write a code employee is equal to null. Am I right? Employee is equal to null in catch block or in finally block or whatever this employee object is over. Developer has to clear that reference. Then, oh, framework thinks that this emp is null. That means he is not going to use. Then framework will give this object to garbage collector. It will going to be collected by the framework. Then that kind of framework, it is going to help. But how many developers will write a efficient code relative to garbage collection? No one will write. Can we write this code emp is equal to null? Or if I am creating a new array list, can we mark that as a null? No. Even the code review tells will ignore that code review tool, because we are going to create lakhs of variables, lakhs of data structures, lakhs of references. It's not my responsibility. A lot of people will feel that, and framework was not able to identify this particular application. So our garbage will be slowly piling up, and which is going to take our perm gen space. We have a perm gen space is there, right? In Java, we have a perm gen space, which is going to slowly pile up, and finally it will reach to threshold level, and where it will, in times, it will stop the entire application. When I am stopping application, entire memory will be deleted, and again it's fresh. Correct, right? So this is the first problem, which is clearly with EJB as well as RMI. Okay, now how Spring is solving this particular problem? How Spring is solving this particular problem is nothing but Spring is introduced dependency injection, or we can say that inversion of control is a Spring design. It's a Spring design inversion of control, which is called as IOC, inversion of control. The name itself is telling to me inverse means opposite, inversion opposite, control means opposite to the control. What is it opposite to the control? Where this object is in control of a developer. This object is in control of a developer, right? I need to take care of the control of creating that, of using that, of making null, because it's a developer control. Rather than this object is controlled by the developer, it is going to give an option to the framework only. Sir, I don't create an object. I don't create anything. Please, you create it, give it to me. Okay. In IOC, what I'm going to write a code is nothing but employee emp is equal to IOC dot get employee. If I write this code, employee emp is equal to IOC dot get employee. If I am writing this particular code, then Spring framework only internally calls this, and framework knows how to create a class, how to use it. When the object is over, it will going to unassign, unclear, it will clear the memory. You no need to write any of the code. Completely Spring framework is going to control the entire garbage collection process efficiently. What is the meaning of efficiency? Spring is taking care of creating an object, managing that object, destroying that object without any developer focus. What that is a secret of IOC container, which is called as inversion of control, completely opposite to of developers. Previously, anything if I want to take, sir, why only I'm talking class? Because it is a heavy data structure, right? A employee object is a heap object, right? It is going to take high memory. If at all 1 lakh people are accessing, 1 lakh people are accessing Amazon application, is it possible, right? Concurrently, 1 lakh people overall the globe, 1 lakh people are accessing Amazon application, and Amazon order is equal to new Amazon order. 1 lakh order objects will be created. If every object is taking 1 KB of data, at least 2 KB of data, 1 lakh into 2 KB, it will become 1 GB or 2 GB, and our permanent space will be over. Am I right? So framework has to control the complete data structures, complete references, complete variables, garbage collection. That is the beauty of IOC control. That is the main intention of garbage collection process. Understand? So this is the first limitation of EJB and RMI. Slowly I will add one by one limitation, and at the same time I am going to explain how Spring is solving this particular problem, so that we have a clear picture of what are the limitations from 2 decades back. EJB and RMI are not there. At least 2 decades back they are there. From that day till today, I am going to completely give a overall structure of these things. Okay. So the first point is, in EJB as well as RMI, the first limitation is poor garbage collection. In old frameworks, the entire classes and entire data structures will be created by the developers only, and the memory will be managed by the developers only, where developers responsibility to clear those references. He has to write a code. Framework cannot identify on its own. That's the purpose. These frameworks are not up to the mark, where garbage is piled up and it is reaching to a threshold level which is going to recycle their application. That is a common problem with EJB and RMI. That is solved by Spring by having a concept of inversion of control, where rather than an object will be created by the developer, inverse to that, opposite to that control, framework is taking care of that, so that object creation, object management, object destruction, everything will be managed by the framework. That is a success of IOC design pattern. It's a Spring design pattern. So this is the first limitation of that. Okay. Yes. Anyone has any questions on this particular topic, you can raise hand, guys. Whatever the discussion I have told, right? Poor garbage collection, you can raise a hand so that I can unmute that specific individual. Yes, Ram.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Spring can manage the static classes also, right?
Yes, everything. Everything.
But no object creation for static class. How Spring can manage the?
It's a static class object creation is that we are not going to create that, right? But somehow some reference will be there in the memory, right? Definitely some reference should be there, right? That reference will be automatically created and it will be destroyed.
Yeah, didn't create any object on Spring also. I think Spring also didn't create any object for the static class, right?
But a memory object will be created. It's not about our object. A memory wise, a data structure object will be created in the heap memory, and a reference will be there. But at the time of whenever I'm using new, then only it will be going to create. That static class is a different scope, which is having whenever we instance a class, that by default it will be static variables will be cleared, right? Only the creation of the memory place is different, but memory place will be created. Okay.
That memory place will be managed by Spring, right?
Framework. Yes. Framework. Okay. Thank you. Yep. Good. Anyone has any other questions, guys? Yep. Any general questions by anyone? Maybe I think I need to stop. Tomorrow I am going to start sharp timing, guys. At least 1 or 2 minutes I'm going to wait, because I have only 1 hour session, right, guys? I have only 1 hour session I need to teach. Okay. So fine. Any other general? Okay. Yes, Yakub Pasha.
So design means what kind of design, sir? Spring design.
First of all, what kind of design means? I didn't understand. The point is, design pattern is nothing but frequently occurring problems. A solution is nothing but design. Now the problem is the memory will be allocated, memory will be deallocated. This is a common problem. Solution is framework is controlling. That is a solution. A design pattern is nothing but frequently occurring problems providing a solution. That word is called as a design. Okay, fine. I already told is that Spring is mandatory, not mandatory. I'm not sure why these many questions are. Okay. Yeah. So maybe I'll going to take it up the questions here, because I didn't know that there are questions here. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll see. Yep, I think almost all. Yep, I think almost all. Okay, yes, there is only one question. Yes, will live project will be there with this course? Okay, so there's an important question, guys. Live project you don't require, guys, because I don't want to give a false impression. Only to cover the syllabus, I need minimum 60 to 70 classes, guys. Okay, but I'm going to give a project with Angular as a front end, with Spring Boot as a middleware. You can consider that as a live project. I can give that, but it's not. No one will give a live project, guys, and you don't require also. The only point is you need to keep some dummy project in your course, in your CV, and just like you need to explain. No one will ask your project. They will ask you where you have used and what is the use of that and why. How can we explain the interview? That I am going to cover as part of my class only. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay. Yeah, that's the only one point here. Framework means end-to-end solution. Framework means end-to-end solution. End-to-end. Front end, middleware, back end, everything. Okay. What is EJB and RMI? EJB stands for Enterprise Java Beans. RMI stands for Remote Method Invocation. These are the old Java concepts. Okay, guys. So tomorrow I'm going to provide a recorded session of the YouTube link. Can I take Spring course parallelly? Yes, you can take. But nowadays Spring Boot is came now. I hope maybe you just check the demand outside. If really needed, take the course. Okay. Arjun, this is a non-technical question. We are going to provide you an admin contact number where you can discuss with him. As of now, please concentrate on the demo sessions. Then come to the course fees and all those things. Okay. How to join tomorrow's demo? Same link, ma'am Lakshmi. Same link tomorrow also. Okay. IOC.getEmployee. So when constructor will be called, that is how I'm going to explain in my course, ma'am Jyoti. I'm going to explain that in my course. What is that going to do? IOC.get. Yep. So guys, please don't ask these non-technical questions, guys. I don't know, 2 installments, one. It's all things you need to work with admin. Okay, sir. Please, you need to work with admin and you can get it. Okay. Fine. I'm going to stop. Okay. The last question, Sanat. Please.
Sir, after this class, I came to one conclusion, sir. I mean, just a small thing that I am not going to keep about Spring or anything about anything. I'll just go with this Spring Boot and microservices and I'll put it in resume. Okay. Is this good, sir?
Yes, it's perfectly good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Thanks everyone for joining me today. Are we going to deploy the code in Windows or Linux? If you have Linux instance, I can share that. But the course, the same Linux instance, Windows instance, Java does not differ. It's the same process. Here we have C drive, there we have OPT, we have SBIN, we have different folders. That's it. Same commands, everything is same. Okay, fine, guys. I'm going to stop for today and we'll continue tomorrow. I really want everyone, please join early, 9 o'clock only, so that I'll use 1 hour exactly. So that, and I'm really apologize if I'm not taking your questions, all of the questions. Whatever the time limit I have, I need to balance everything. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to create a Hangouts group. I'm going to share the link and you will get the course content, running material and YouTube videos to the Hangouts group also. Okay. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. Have a good day. Thank you all.